What's good, y'all? Welcome to the SMG building, bro. And this video right here is recorded 3 months ago. Any reference or stuff I talked about is probably outdated. For now, enjoy the video. The best players in the world. Marcelo! Welcome back to another episode of FIFA Friday. So again, today we have another one of those mini series of the universe thing, and into this episode we don't have any match, sadly. So if y'all want to check out any match, just check out any of my universe other videos. Going for a chill episode today. Basically right here I'm on club transfers thing. I think you already know what all of this is. Real Madrid has all of these players right here. So what we're going to do today is we're gonna check out the best player in every position, right back, left back, center back, everything. Let's start off really specific right here. So we're gonna do a minimum overall of 85 and maximum of 100, and we want to see the players who are playing goalkeeper. So who is the best goalkeeper in the world in my universe right here? So obviously I think y'all already know right here, Iker Casillas. I made him 95, which probably shouldn't be 95. I think he should be the same as Buffon, 93, but of course I have bias towards him because he is of course my favorite goalkeeper of all time. That's why I give him an extra 2, which he shouldn't have. I know we have Buffon on the second place, another really sick goalkeeper. 2 legends right here, 93 rated Buffon right there. And then the third best goalkeeper in the world in my universe is Manuel Neuer. So the same rating as Manuel Neuer is probably at one point one of the best goalkeeper in the world, and that is David De Gea. Really, and Neuer and De Gea have been back in 2016. I think both of them like in the same level, so I think that's why both of them got 92 right here. Courtois and Oblak. Courtois is of course when he was at Chelsea. Y'all remember when he was banging and
stop the cap.
Oblak, of course, right now he's killing it, bro. And then we got Ter Stegen, who's right now really good. He could have gone to 91, but he's still not there yet. Alisson also could have gone to 91. We got Handanovic, 89. So down here I'm not going to talk about as much because they're already not in the 90s. Like Handanovic have been consistent, like Loris down here, Ederson, Szczesny, Pepe Reina, legend of course, Keylor Navas, Donnarumma, really young player but really good, bro. And Mandanda, again, consistency. Bravo used to be good at Barcelona. Neto, Gulashi, Berkey down here, Joe Hart. Right down here we've got Stecklenburg with an 85. Right back. So let's start with right back. The highest one is of course Philipp Lahm. Alves, of course everybody is saying Lahm, and Dani Alves is of course the best right back in our generation. Then we got Carvajal, 87. Of course Carvajal really solid, has been consistent through the years since 2014 until 2020 right now. Kimmich, a really good young player, deserve an 87. Arnold, same as Kimmich. Of course Kimmich has kind of gone on to center defensive mid. Arnold, I give him an 86. He could go higher in the next upcoming years.
That you had
Quetta. Arbeloa, I've created Arbeloa right here, so he got an 85. He probably should have an 84. Rarely goes on to the first team or anything, but he's Real Madrid, that's why I'm kind of biased. I have Sanya right here, back on I think Arsenal days. Is he that good until 85? I'm not sure actually. He's decent, I guess. We got Lichtsteiner, 85 in Juventus. Of course, a legend for Juventus. Ashley Young. So I know everybody, kind of like makes him a meme. He's not really good, but at one point, I think he deserves an 85. Either, back in Aston Villa or in Manchester United. I'm not sure, but he could be good. And Kyle Walker, of course, could get an 85. The left back, the highest one of course Marcelo. I think everyone agrees in our generation. I think Marcelo has been at the top for the left back, 89. Of course we have Jordi Alba, Alessandro and David Alaba. All 3 of those are the only ones that could challenge Marcelo right here. All of them played for the biggest team in their league. Of course Alba, Barcelona, Alessandro, Juve, David Alaba, Bayern. Andy Robertson or Andrew Robertson, he's coming right there. Like he is going to be there once, you know, a couple of years has gone on to him. Of course, he's really good right now. He's probably the best left back probably in the world right now, but you know, he only got like 2 years. Fabio Contrao, another, you know, kind of like biased a little bit. I don't think he deserves an 85. I think he deserves, you know, kind of like Arbeloa, maybe an 84, maybe an 83. But back before he went to Real Madrid in Benfica, he was actually really good. Kolarov, a legend for Manchester City. Again, I'm not sure about the 85, but I just give him the 85, just like Bakary Sagna. Leighton Baines, a legend for Everton, and I think he deserves. I think he's good. You know, he might not, you know, be good right now. He's, you know, at his peak, he could be an 85, bro. Center backs, of course. I think, I'm pretty sure everyone should agree Ramos is, you know, the best in our generation. Like, don't talk about the cars. And as a center back, if you're playing center back, Ramos is really good. Of course, everyone gonna say Van Dijk is really good as well. Yes, Van Dijk is really good. But as I've said, same with Marcelo and Robertson thing, Ramos has been doing that for years, like 2004, bro, and it's been like 16 years. Van Dijk, you know, on the highest level, Van Dijk has only been there like 3 years, and Terry has been there back in 2006, 2007. Terry has been the best up there. Chiellini, of course. Godin, you know, back in 2014 with Atletico Madrid and Jose Maria Jimenez. Godin is there. Ramos has been there. Boateng has been there. Thiago Silva back in, you know, Brazil and Paris Saint-Germain, he has been there. So all of this, you know, right here has been there, 90 rated. Company right here, same with everybody. Company, you know, every time we talk about City in 2016, 2015, y'all remember, you know, the news said like, oh, every time Company plays, City doesn't concede or City wins, something like that. Y'all remember back in the day, that's always what we hear on the news. And then we got Pepe, another, you know, kind of bias, but I think back in 2016 when Portugal won the Euros, Pepe is actually really good. He's also really good partnering Ramos. And then we have Varane and PK. I should give PK a 90, but when I see like, what if PK go against Ramos, Boateng? I'm not sure, bro. He has a time when he was the best center back and everybody want to sign him. And PK, I'm thinking, there is times like that, bro. So maybe he should get, you know, a 90 rated. Nucci maybe could hit the 90 rated. Koulibaly 89 because the game already gave him 89. Miranda 88. Umtiti 88 because Tongan and Alderweireld, solid partnership right there for Spurs. Sabriniar 87. Laporte 87. I'm not gonna talk a lot about these guys. David Luiz, I think I've said in one of the videos, and y'all probably like, wait, David Luiz is a clown. Why do you give him a high rating? And I've said before, at least in my opinion, he has been, you know, at that peak, maybe just a little bit. 2014 World Cup, he scored a banger, he played aggressively, all of that. We got Lenglet, De Ligt, Manolas, Marquinhos, all of this. Skirto, legend right there. Maria Jimenez, Raul Albiol, another, you know, one of the biased Real Madrid ones. Same with Fabio Contrao, same with Arbeloa. Albiol should not have 85. He should have around maybe 83 or something. Socrates right here, 86, because back in Dortmund days, he was really good. Koscielny 85, Davinson Sanchez 85, Schuller 85 right here. CDMs. So let's not count Schweinsteiger, because Schweinsteiger for me is a center mid. 1, 2, 3. So Pirlo, Schweinsteiger, Yaya Toure, remember them for center mids, okay? Because I created them, that's why they're not in center mid, because you can't physically put them as a center mid. You only put them cam or CDM. I don't know why, bro. EA fix that. So the highest one I would count is Xabi Alonso. Okay, so Xabi Alonso, of course, you know, I think he pioneers the CDM, so he is, you know, one of the top one, obviously 90. And Kante, another pioneer in the modern one. Of course, Xabi Alonso is more of the thinker and the passer of the ball, while Kante is really, you know, is there to block the ball, you know, the holding one. Same with Casemiro. Casemiro and Kante is almost the same. So I give Alonso 90. Of course, he needs to have 90. Kante, I think he is the same, you know, a pioneer right here. Casemiro, you know, he's really good. He's just like Kante, but you know, the level is really good, but not, you know, the same. Like maybe here is Kante, Casemiro is just down here. You know, Busquets, another pioneer. So Busquets could actually get 90, but maybe it's because Barcelona, but maybe not. But the thing is, like Kante, what he's doing is, for me, better. But yeah, I just give him an 89. Maybe it should be a 90, I'm not sure. And then we got Fernandinho, of course, really underrated player, but I think deserves a really high rating because of what he did in Manchester City. Another one, Fabinho right here, of course, in Liverpool right now, he's really sick. Mascherano, I'm not sure if he should be, a CDM or a center back, because he played CDM, Liverpool, West Ham, and then he played center back in Barcelona. Then we got De Rossi, of course, really good at Roma. Frankie De Jong, Matuidi. Okay, yo, my camera died. I'm just gonna read out all of this. Matuidi, Witsel, Illaramendi, kind of like another biased one for Real Madrid. But he's actually really good. He got an 84 right now, and I think if he's consistent, he could get an 85. Nuri Sahin 85, Rodri 85 as well right here. From CDM, we're gonna move on to center mid. Of course, y'all remember we still have Schweinsteiger, Pirlo, and also Yaya Toure also in here. So let's talk about the 91 first. Iniesta, Cruz, Modric. I think it's safe to say Iniesta is probably the best midfielder in our generation right here. 2010 to 2017, 2016, maybe even before 2010, he was really great, bro. Toni Kroos and Modric, of course, I've said in my Real Madrid video, they just complement each other, and they have have been like, Kroos has been really consistent. Modric have of course won the Ballon d'Or right here. So, and then we go on to the three men we talked about before. Yaya Toure, obviously a legend for Manchester City, and Yaya Toure got a 90. Pirlo, of course, a big legend, passing range, the free kick, all of that. And last but not least, Schweinsteiger, I give him a 90. Of course, he's a legend for Germany, for Bayern Munich. He's just a solid player. I think especially in the 2014 World Cup, he was like, number 7 for Germany, the hero of Germany right there. Another player y'all probably not seeing right here is Xavi. Of course, Xavier Hernandez, if you don't know, the partner of Iniesta. Just like Iniesta and Xavi, I think Xavi is 91. He is not in the center mid because why? He's another person I've created. He is at the cam position, center attacking mid, because again, we can't create a center mid. I don't know why, but he is also a 91. So I think Iniesta, Xavi probably high here, the same rating, both of them. Modric and Kroos just under them. And then Fabregas, a youngster at Arsenal, really good player at Barcelona, really good player at Chelsea. Then we got Paul Pogba, basically just his Juventus matches, just watch that, he deserves a 90 rated. Oh no! Arturo Vidal, of course, back when he was at Juventus and also at Bayern. This man and Paul Pogba is like the two midfield at Juventus, y'all remember back in the day. So Vidal, Arturo Vidal, I think deserve an 88. He was like OP. Like, got Pjanic right now, really good at Juventus. Of course, at Roma, he's also really good. Deserve the same rating as Vidal. And Thiago, at Bayern Munich, kind of like the partner of Vidal right here. But Thiago is more attacking, more skill-based. Khedira, one of the, Real Madrid bias thing again. But still, I think he deserves an 87, His performance at the 2014 World Cup and 2010 World Cup is really good. Maybe at club level, at Juventus, he didn't do much. At Real Madrid, he was partnering Xabi Alonso, who we talked about before. And they're kind of like, right now we have Kroos and Modric, right? Before that partnership was Khedira and Xabi Alonso. And, Xabi Alonso is, of course, the better one. Khedira is kind of like the weakling. But still, he did some great stuff. He just got pushed out, after Modric came in and all. And then we got Verratti, really, really good player, have been consistent for a couple of years. And then down here, I'm not going to talk a lot, but we got Dani Parejo. Valverde is because I think he's just really OP right now. He's like, how Kante is on his first year. I feel like he's kind of like that. Just 86 is maybe kind of high, but I still give him that, because the bias as well. We got Pastore, really consistent player. Gundogan, of course, back in Dortmund, he was really good. And in MC, sometimes, a little bit shaky, but still, he could be really good. Wijnaldum, of course, in Liverpool right now, really, really good. And he was kind of like a star, I could say, in Newcastle at one time. And then we got Moussa Dembele, underrated player for Spurs. Everybody be talking about Dele Alli, back then, we got Harry Kane, Son, Eriksen, and Moussa Dembele is kind of like a staple in the middle right there. Lino, Rakitic, isn't supposed to be 85. He's supposed to be higher, but I haven't changed his rating, so that's why he's 85. I haven't changed Sevilla's rating yet, so yeah, that's why some of them haven't changed that. And right here, even Tolisso got an 85. Even Milner got an 85 right here. And yeah, all of these players. Oh, I forgot, y'all. Gerrard, Lampard, all supposed to be on center mid, but they are, you know, a really great center mid. But I think, of course, Iniesta and Xavi is better than them. I'm not sure about Kroos and Modric. You know, in terms of, you know, the grand scheme of things, looking at the whole career of Kroos, looking at the whole career of Gerrard, I think, you know, we could say their name in the same place. You know, after Kroos has retired, after Modric has retired, can we talk about Modric and Kroos as the same as Gerrard and Lampard? I think, at least in my opinion, we can. Probably because I'm a Real Madrid fan. But I don't know about you guys. Y'all can tell me. Your left mid, we got Ribery, of course. I think he's the best left mid in our generation. I don't know if we count, you know, left mid and left wing as the same. But he's probably the first, you know, the first player you think about if left mid. You know, back then I think Royce and Hazard, you know, has been considered, you know, their position in FIFA is left mid, but now they're not there. One really good player for Spurs, you know, we always talk about Eriksen and Kane, and we actually, you know, slept on Son, and last season, you know, he was really good. So Douglas Costa right here, underrated, I think. You know, he played really well at Juventus, played really well at Bayern Munich. He did a lot of skills. He's one of those, you know, fast players. Carrasco played at Atletico Madrid. You know, he did decent. Arda Turan, you know, one season when he was, you know, kind of like the staple of Atletico, but then he kind of faded out, moved to Barca. Of course, Barca bought him right after his, you know, great season. Lamar and Zaha, a special one, are playing for a small club, Crystal Palace, but still getting those numbers. Right mid right here, let's see, we got Ian Robin, same with Ribery, of course, Robin, but Robin is actually technically a right wing, so I'm not gonna count him because I created him, and you can't put a right winger created player, you can only put a right mid, so I need to put Robin as a right mid right here. He should be a right wing. We got Mkhitaryan, a lot of assists in Dortmund back in the day. Callejon, another, you know, kind of like biased, but still, I'm not gonna say, you know, oh, I put him because biased. This time I'm gonna say Callejon is actually this good. Callejon deserves an 86. His days in Napoli, you know, after he moved from Real Madrid, he was kind of like this, the sub, just coming on, playing right back sometimes, playing right mid sometimes, but he's in Napoli, he is the staple of Napoli. Maybe, you know, he's not the best, sometimes it's Mertens, sometimes it's Higuain, but he was there to support, you know, Higuain, Mertens. He even is in, you know, the Serie A team of the decade, bro. And then we got PZ with OK, Cuadrado, Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho, of course, could be higher if he, you know, perform better in the future. For right now, I think he deserves an 85, maybe even 86 right now. And then we got Theo Walcott to the cam. So a lot of players at cam. First of all, Kaká and Odegaard. I've told y'all in the Real Madrid video, special players right here. Favorite player of all time, potential favorite player of all time, you know, success in Kaká. So let's not talk about them. If go realistic, Odegaard would be like 84, Kaká would be like 92 or 93. Ronaldinho deserves a 93, bro. We got De Bruyne, of course. He's been really like the best player in the Premier League for a couple of seasons. You know, when he was at Manchester, he was just great, nothing else. Isco, another you know, bias, right? He should not be 90, not fair, because that is the same as, you know, Gerrard, Lampard. Right down here we got Dybala. So Dybala has been, you know, a young player back in 2014, 2015, and then he turned into a world-class player. So he succeeded his potential, and I think he's kind of like, I feel like Mbappe and Dybala. It's kind of like that young player turning world-class. Ozil, of course, one season at Arsenal make him a 90 already. Schneider could have a 90 if he won the Ballon d'Or, you know, in 2010. He's really good actually in 2010. You know, won the treble, you know, final of World Cup. He should won the Ballon d'Or, just like Modric won, but you know, people say he got snubbed and all. He should get a 90 right here, but because of that, you know, achievement thing, you know, just that 1 year, I give him an 89. I don't know why actually. James Rodriguez, another, you know, kind of biased thing. He was gonna become the next Ronaldo, the man who, you know, have the arrogant move and all, but of course it didn't work out like that. He's not even arrogant. I'm just saying that because, you know, people paint him, you know, as that Ronaldo type picture. Now we got Royce right here. So Royce, of course, consistent, that's really good along, you know, every single season. Of course, injuries, is one of his issues. Coutinho, really good at Liverpool, consistent in 2015 or something like that. We're talking about best players in Premier League. You know, the names that came out: Hazard, Coutinho, maybe Alexis Sanchez. Muller, consistent every year. Like, he's the player that is like the underrated, I guess. You know, I've heard his name since 2010 until 2020, and he's not the biggest name on the team ever. Like, if we're talking German, there's always like Özil bigger than him, or Cruz. If we're talking Bayern, there's like Lewandowski right now. There used to be Robben and Ribery. You know, we don't talk about this man, but he's actually in the middle of all of that. He deserves an 89. Eriksen 89 because he's at Spurs, you know, with Kane, with Son, kind of like the same type of thing, I think. David Silva 89, the same kind of thing with Muller. He's just a legend at City. He's just been playing really good every single year. We got Nainggolan. Now there's no 88 right here. Nainggolan, Payet, Mata, all of this have once been really good, so that's why 87. Kagawa. So I don't want to really talk about all of it. Bruno Fernandes, it's not gonna be 85. I think he should be 86 or 87. But the thing I haven't changed: Sporting, Escar right here, Nasri back in Arsenal days, Oscar back in Chelsea days. Yeah, that's it for wing. We got Neymar, of course. Everybody says the third best player in the world for a long time. Neymar got to be 92. Hazard, you know, best player in Premier League for a long time. Sometimes it's along with Sanchez. There's time it's along with Rooney. There's a time it's along with De Bruyne. There's a time it was along with Coutinho. Hazard has been there. He's just, you know, the best player. Sometimes with Aguero as well. So he's just really good. So
you're so dumb.
Hazard got to be 91. Even his rating right now is already 91. Okay, we got Sanchez. Again, my point is that one time he was the best player in the Premier League, really pushing Arsenal. I give him a 90. So this is interesting right here. You know, I'm thinking 89 or 90. Why am I thinking 89 or 90? Basically because he was, you know, a first team player for Liverpool and Manchester City, but you know, a really important one. Like, on Liverpool, he was like this youngster, came up, English player, playing on the wings, really fast. Move on to Manchester City, still the first team. You know, even Bernardo Silva or Sane, first when they come, Sterling is still the first team player. I think, I don't know, I feel like he can get that 90 rated. Or maybe an 89, I'm not sure. Mane, of course, the Liverpool thing, I think Mane, Salah, 90 rated. Going down is so far, it's 86. Asensio, basically the season when, you know, Real Madrid won the Champions League and all. 90, just back in the day. 86. Sane, I think maybe an 87 even. Ousmane Dembele. Dortmund, there is Gervinho, just really OP player. I just give him, you know, a really high pace. Maybe it's not, you know, an 85. Maybe it should be an 83 or something. Messi, of course, best player in the world, 95. Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, also 95 gonna be. Bale, 90 rated. He has been 90 rated. Remember when, you know, Bale was better than Ronaldo at one point at Real Madrid when he was scoring a lot of goals, scored in the final against Liverpool even. He deserved that 90 rated at that, you know, time. So yeah, 90 rated. Salah, as I said before. Di Maria, consistent every single year except for the, you know, Manchester United 1 year. We got Mahrez, breakthrough on Leicester, you know, a really solid player. I would have given him 85 or something, but then go to Manchester City, step it up another level, you know, compete with the likes of Bernardo Silva, Sane, Sterling, and he sometimes got in the team and scored a lot of goals. So I can't argue with an 88, at least for me. Same with Bernardo Silva. Maybe even an 89 for Bernardo Silva. Really good player, especially last season. Pedro, back in Barcelona days, and you know, he was a star man in Barcelona. 86, right? Podolski, Germany. Let's say another Real Madrid bias, right? He should be like an 82 or 83. Back in Real Madrid, 82, 83. He goes on to another club, PSG. Bro, 75, bro. But Willian, 85. He's just, you know, at Chelsea, really consistent every year. Even got the number 10. Center forward, Benzema, I think 90, bro. Benzema, I really think 90. Benzema is really underrated from everyone, but of course Real Madrid fans gonna, you know, rate him high. He's been there. He's been scoring a lot of goals. Every time, you know, people are not talking about that game, he actually scores and he made passes. He assists Ronaldo, all of that, bro. It's just, you know, a little bit under it in all of the years. Maybe there's got to be 1 year that he's not good, but including every single year, he's actually really good, including the Lyon days. Griezmann, when he carries Atletico Madrid, 90 rated, bro. Roberto Firmino, so this one I'm kind of debating. Maybe he should deserve a 90 rated. I've given Salah, Mane, 90 rated. Firmino, I don't know why. People say he's underrated. He got an 87 or 88, so I bumped him up to 89. Mertens, there's one season where he's really good and scored a lot of goals for Napoli, so 87. Same with Insigne, so these two, I feel like they're kind of like the same players, even playing for the same team. Götze, back in, you know, Germany, scoring the final goal, becoming the youngster that everybody wants to sign. I remember I signed him a lot in my career mode back then, FIFA 15. Giovinco, I don't know why 85. He's alright. Joao Felix right now is going to the top, 85. You know he's like 80 like in FIFA right now. Why did I give him 85? That's because I bump up every single youngsters a lot higher, like Jadon Sancho 86, Joao Felix 85, Pai 85, you know, basically in Lyon and all that. And Tadic, the most famous position, at least that's why I think so. Okay, of course, as I said, Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi. Okay, Suarez, of course, one of the best strikers in our generation. Him and Lewandowski, I think, kind of like the same type, you know, scores a lot of goals. Zlatan, just Zlatan, bro. He's also, you know, the same level as Suarez, Lewandowski in scoring goals and all of this. Rooney, again, has been one of the best players in Premier League for a long while, even on England as well. Torres, you know, really great at Liverpool. Ronaldo, Messi, Torres, back in 2007 or 2008, something like that. He was really great at Liverpool, and then it became a little bit of a downfall at Chelsea. Still scored really important goal for Chelsea against Barcelona, and also still really good for, you know, Atletico. But his peak, it's not, you know, Lewandowski, Suarez, Ibrahimovic type. He's 91. He's still, you know, he's still really great though. I'm not saying he's not. Drogba. So one interesting thing I found about Drogba is somebody said Drogba is not actually a really good goal scorer. He doesn't score a lot of goals. It's just that he scored in prolific matches. That's why, you know, his name is up there. But still, he is a legend. I give him a 90. Van Persie as well, a 90. Falcao has been a 90. Van Persie is just a legend for Dutch and all the clubs. Arsenal, legend. Manchester United, legend. Higuain have been a 90 before, that's why I give him. Mbappe, as I've said, you know, 90 youngsters right here. Harry Kane, so this is interesting. I've said Eriksen 89, Son 89. Why haven't I given, you know, Harry Kane 89 as well? Why is it 90? And that's because he's like, you know, the main man. I think because of England as well, Harry Kane, I think, could get a 90. Aguero, record for Manchester City for a long time, consistent every time, you know, 90 rated, you know, certified. Eto'o, 89 right here. Tevez, again, another player that I haven't, you know, seen a lot, just like Eto'o. David Villa right here. Varane, Aubameyang, I think, at Arsenal, carries Arsenal. He deserves an 89 right there. Immobile at Lazio, scoring lots of goals, 88, bro. Lukaku, Everton days. Cardi has been a staple at Inter for a long time, and then captaining Inter. Haaland, new player, already 87. That's just because I think he's just really good, bro. I just think he's so good, so I just give him an 87 right here. Zarate, I'm not sure why did I give him 87. Salud, Diego Costa, Dzeko as well on Roma, 87 I think. Mario Gomez back in Germany, not really at Bayern, but back in Stuttgart days, really good. Vardy, you know, just Jamie Vardy, bro. Lacazette, Adebayor, I don't know, his whole career seems like a lot of clubs. Charito, Mandzukic, you know, one of those underrated, you know, just like Benzema, I guess. Mandzukic, you know, he's gone to Atletico, Bayern Munich, Juventus. I think I said this in the Serie A video. Pizarro right here, Antelar, these are all legends right here. Iago Aspas, Morata 85. Balotelli, of course, back when he was in Italy, you know, those, you know, take off his shirt and do that, why always me, bro. He was really good at that time. Martial, you know, in Monaco and also Manchester United early days, and then of course he kind of dropped off. Oh, I've been talking a long time, bro. This is gonna be the longest FIFA Friday ever, bro. Y'all enjoy that? I don't think nobody gonna see this, bro. This video is dragged out for so long. The best players in the world. Messi, Ronaldo. That's it. That's it. Messi, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and Kaká. I think Kaká should be 93. Messi, Ronaldo, Kaká, Ronaldinho. That is my universe best players. If y'all enjoyed this video, I want y'all to give it a like, also subscribe. See you guys next time in the next FIFA Friday. Peace.
Working out how you want it. You know that I'm not being honest. I never meant to hurt you. I'm not perfect, but I know it. Words can't even make up, cause I know you don't